Hey loves, it is Susie from sacredwithsusie.com and my alias is the fully expressed woman. And so I express myself really openly, really liberally, really sensually, but also really authentically on Instagram. So I have like really sensual, seductive dance videos, pole dance videos, but I also have me like jumping around in my joy, in my innocence, in my play, my inner child, but also my wild woman, my anger. So like the full spectrum of human emotion, right? And so something that a lot of people say to me all the time is, I wish I could do what you do. I wish I had the confidence to express like you do. I wish I had the courage to get up and dance on Instagram. I wish I had the courage to share these videos, or I wish I had the courage to dance like that in public. Here's the thing, is like what I'm coming to learn more and more and more and more about like successful people, or people that you look up to, people that you find inspiring, people that you might compare yourself to, is that there is no absence of fear or limiting belief or comparison inside of them. It shows up inside of everyone. I would assert that it shows up inside of every single person on the planet. And so just because someone is more advanced than you at a certain skill, for example, dancing or whatever it is that you're comparing yourself to, doesn't mean that they don't themselves experience limiting thoughts and beliefs and fears and insecurities. But what I've noticed from, being in the entrepreneurial space, being in the empowerment space, success mindset, being around people that are really, really successful, and also being around like professional dancers and things like that, is that they experience all of the fears as well. They really, really do. Every single person out there, every super successful, crazy successful person out there experiences the fears and the limiting thoughts just like you do, but they do the thing anyway. Okay? So like the very first time that I posted a dance video on Instagram, I was scared as fuck, right? Of like, what would people think, and like blah, 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 blah. All of the bullshit stories and limiting beliefs and fears that arise. They arose for me too. But I've been doing that specific thing, posting videos of me dancing on Instagram for so long that now it doesn't feel edgy to me. But there's certain things that do feel edgy, right? And I'm continually meeting my edge in that way. What would feel edgy to express now? What is beyond my comfort zone now? And so every time I do something new, I feel that fear. I feel that heart pounding in my chest, right? And that beautiful heart pounding in your chest is not something to get rid of. It is aliveness. It is literally life force energy pumping through your body, showing you that there is something new for you to experience. And something that holds a lot of people back is this fear of judgment, right? This fear of, what would other people think? What would other people think of me? What do other people think of me? Maybe you're afraid to speak in certain social situations. What will they think of me? All of these thoughts, right? And I was listening to this Alex Hormozy video, which is hilarious. He's like super success mindset, very masculine guy. And like, I love the masculine logic and how he explained how to move past this limitation. He's like, people, like after you die, most people will stop talking about you. Most people don't give a fuck about you. The few that love you will be grief-stricken for a while, and then eventually everyone will stop talking about you at some point, right? And so it's kind of like a morbid way of looking at things, but the essence of what he's saying is like, people don't actually, like the people who you're afraid of their judgment, they don't actually care about you at all. Like once you die, it doesn't even fucking matter anymore, right? Once you die, they're not going to talk about you. They're not going to think about you. It's all over. They don't care, right? They don't care about you. And so if we spend our lives living for all of these people that don't actually give a fuck about us, what are we doing? Right? And so like, this really helps me when I feel that fear arise in my mind, which I still do all the time. All the time I feel it still. But this journey of like becoming a more confident, empowered, secure version of you is about learning how to move past those fears and limiting beliefs quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. That's what the journey is about. That's what this journey of personal development, self-love, feminine embodiment is about, is learning the tools and the things that work for you to move past these blocks quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker, so that they don't bog you down or hold you down for a day or a week or a month or your whole entire life. But you can alchemize it quickly in the moment. And so this really helps me when something arises for me and I'm like, what would someone think about this? Or what's this person thinking about me? Or blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, it really, once I die, none of it matters anyway, right? None of these thoughts or opinions that I'm worried about matters anyway. Live for me. What do I want to do? How do I want to feel? How do I want to experience this moment right now? And so the difference between someone who expresses themselves fully, who speaks their truth, who shows up as their unapologetic self, who expresses themselves online or dances or whatever it is not the absence of fear, is not the absence of the inner critic, is not the absence of fear of failure or self-judgment. It's not the absence of any of those things. It's not the absence of thoughts around not being enough or not being worthy. It's the decision and the commitment and the devotion to lean in anyway, to lean in when it feels scary, to lean in when you feel that heart pounding in your chest and respond to it and love it as aliveness, as life coursing through your veins, and being so committed to the journey of inner evolution, of the evolution of yourself and your soul, that the fear no longer holds you back, but the fear is something to lean into, because on the other side of that fear, on the other side of that discomfort is growth. And that is what we are here in this human body having this human experience for, to grow our souls. So the difference between you and anyone you compare yourself to is simply that they're devoted to the action and leaning into the fear anyway. It's not that other people don't experience the fears or the anxieties or the self-conscious or the limiting thoughts. They do, but they lean in anyway. And so my intention for you is that you begin to live your life from this place, from the devotion to leaning in anyway, leaning into the fear, to the discomfort, and being so committed to the growth of your soul that is the most important thing. And that other people's thoughts, judgments, or your opinions become so inconsequential because you're devoted to your own self, the evolution of your soul. So I would really love you to sit after watching this video and journal on what came up for you, what were your main takeaways, and what are you committed to moving forward? And a little bonus question is, what's something that you would love to do, that you've been wanting to do for years, that the limiting beliefs or thoughts or fears have been holding you back from, saying you could never do this? And my invitation is to explore the possibility and the idea of leaning in and doing it fucking anyway. Because this is your life. And you are here to live a beautiful, magnificent, glorious, abundant, crazy, beautiful life, if you choose to. I love you.